Hi, YouTubers and wet shavers everywhere. It's SparkWithGeorgeTune.com. I'm back with another Monday Morning Mailbag. Get yourself a cup of coffee, kick back, relax. Let's talk a little wet shaving and a few other things. What do you got this morning? I got an old standby. I think you already know what it is. Hang on 1 minute. Oh, yeah, that's good. That's good and hot, too. Wow, that's fantastic. Kirkland Summit Roast. Yeah, right there. Check that out. And we'll show that to you. Oh, great. That focused right in. That's wonderful. Organic medium roast coffee. Yeah, the reason why we're having this morning is because we got a lot of them. But it is a terrific, flavorful coffee. I really enjoy it. And you can make it in a pinch in your Keurig coffee maker, and it's terrific. If you're a member of Costco, check it out. And we're using this morning, courtesy of viewer William Meredith, our Bean to Bean coffee mug right there. Yeah. Now, why are we using Bean to Bean coffee mug this morning? Well, because this Saturday, it's Independence Day, 4th of July here in the United States of America. Fireworks, cookouts, all that kind of good stuff, celebrating the 250th anniversary of the United States of America. And of course, the Declaration of Independence was signed in Independence Hall in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and Bean to Bean Coffee Company located in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. How about that? One more sip, 1 minute. Oh yeah, that is really, really terrific. Wow, great to be with you this morning. And again, we're wishing everyone in the United States and in America a very, very happy 4th of July. Philadelphia, Independence Hall, which reminds us the great Mid-Atlantic Wet Shavers Meetup taking place later on this year. I think in October. We'll have more information for you down the road. That's going to be in the greater Philadelphia area as well. So that gives us a chance to remind everyone for that. One more sip. Whoa, this is great. Oh, yeah, that's great. And hey, as we like to say on the show, a good hot coffee, a trusty mug. Let the caffeine go to work, gentlemen. Absolutely. Hey, if you're taking me along on your morning commute, thanks very much for the lift. Really do appreciate that. If you're listening to the audio podcast this morning, thanks very much for tuning in via all those great audio streaming platforms like iHeartMusic, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, YouTube Music, YouTube, that sort of thing. Thanks very, very much for streaming the Monday Morning Mailbag this morning. Really do appreciate that. One more sip. Hang on. Oh, yeah, that's really, really terrific. Wow, yeah. Hey, we got a great show for you this morning. Let me get over to my topics here, and we'll let you know what's going on. We've got a great viewer shaving tip courtesy of John R. Newton, and we're also going to take another look at his shave den this morning. So a shave den visit and a shaving tip courtesy of John R. Newton. John, thank you very, very much. We got the usual round of reminders. Say that 3 times fast, right? We also have giveaway updates. We got some giveaway updates for you, and we got some great refill comments, some terrific new wet shaving gear to share with you this morning, and also some questions and comments to round out the show. So great to be with you this morning. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me. Let me get one more sip. Hang on. That's terrific. So let's get the show kicked off like we do every week with a viewer morning shaving tip. Well, this morning's shaving tip comes from viewer John R. Newton, and he writes, Dear Mark, I was told by some seasoned wet shavers that storing blades in your razor was not a good idea. Being in a humid environment, the blades can rust. Stainless, not stain-proof. So I needed a place to store blades that were still going to be used. Since we have little children around, I also needed a place where they couldn't reach them. I affixed a couple of round, rare earth magnets about 5 or 6 feet up. Enclosed are pictures of them. The one on the metal door is for ones that are going to be used one more time. The other one is for ones that will be used a couple more times. I make a mark on the paper sleeve so I know how many times a blade has been used. I hope some find this helpful. Sincerely, John R. Newton. John, this is a great shaving tip, a great reminder on how we can use magnets in our shave den to store those blades, like you say, up and away from little hands. And also that little tip there on actually marking the paper wrapper of a blade. That's a great idea too. Thanks very much for saying that along. Really do appreciate it. Now, John already has an original signed George sketch, but if you out there would like an original signed George sketch, all you have to do is send me a shaving tip. Send that shaving tip to mondaymailbag@gmail.com, mondaymailbag@gmail.com, and if I use your shaving tip here on the Viewer Morning Shaving Tip segment of the Monday Morning Mailbag, you too will receive an original signed George sketch. So, John, thanks for a terrific shaving tip. Really do appreciate it. We also received this from viewer Wesley Kirby, who writes, "Hi, Mark. I received the George sketch intact. As I said when I sent the tip, the shave den is being remodeled. I still wanted to show where it will be displayed. Hope all is well. Looking forward to the next 3MB." And that's from Wesley Kirby. Wesley, thank you so much for sending in that photograph. You're remodeling your shave den. Your shave den looks great right now. And thanks so much for displaying George so prominently in there. Really, really do appreciate it. A great looking shaving den right now from Wesley Kirby. But Wesley, when you do get it remodeled, snap a photo with George and we'll share it here on the Monday Morning Mailbag. Wesley, thanks again very, very much. Okay, it's time for a shave den visit.
Grab your favorite shave soap, whip it up, rich and creamy, fill your cup, boom, lather. Hot towel ready, face feels prime, a classic shave, so smooth, so fine. 30 degrees, a light touch, let the razor do the work, no need to rush. Shave like a pro, close and neat, a shave so smooth it can't be beat. Slap on your favorite splash, feel that glow. Shave complete, now you're ready to go. Oh, boom, shave complete, you're ready to go.
Well, today's Shave Den visit comes courtesy of viewer John R. Newton, and it's kind of an update to a previous Shave Den tour he shared with us. He writes, "Dear Mark, I scored a couple of great shaving items, so I thought that I would share them with you. I realized that I really didn't show off the items on my other Shave Den tour, so I'm including pictures of them with this. You can just pick and choose whatever you'd like to put in." Well, we're going to share some razors with you. Check this out. He has a new Rex Sentry slant. That's beautiful. And here's some timeless items. Titanium with homemade case on the left. Stainless tuxedo with extra handle. Left to right, a Maxwell June razor. Yaki stainless tile razor with timeless handle, timeless slant with stainless handle, and a timeless aluminum handle along with a Merkur 34C. Here's a Rex stainless Envoy in a homemade case. Here's a Blackland Blackbird razor with an extra light plate. Here's the Ollieworks stainless Meteor razor, and I got a couple of extra base plates there too. Wow, that is absolutely beautiful. Now, those were the razors that we wanted to highlight for everyone. Now we're going to give you a montage tour of all the great shave gear that John has in his shave den. John, thanks very much for the updated Shave Den tour. Thanks very much for displaying George. Really do appreciate that. Absolutely fantastic. Some great shaving gear items in your Shave Den. Folks, if you have a Shave Den that you would like to feature here on the Monday Morning Mailbag, just send us an email to mondaymailbag@gmail.com. Send along some photos or videos, and we'll share it with all the viewers out there. John, thanks again very much. Well, here's your reminder to check out shavesplash.com. This is a website that was created by viewer Lee Meyer. If you happen to have a shave soap, but you don't have an aftershave splash for it, well, shavesplash.com is a scent matching website. So you'll be able to find a complimentary aftershave scent that will go with that shaving soap. Really terrific. And they also have some great articles and features up there. So check it out. We'll have the link below, shavesplash.com, from viewer Lee Meyer. Well, the channel now has auto dub technology courtesy of Google and YouTube. And as the name suggests, it will automatically translate this audio from English into Italian, German, Portuguese, Spanish, or French. Pretty amazing. Simply click on the gear in the lower right of the video screen. A menu will pop up, and there you can select the language that you wish to hear the audio in: Italian, German, Portuguese, Spanish, or French. It translates it from English to any of those languages in real time, on the fly. Pretty amazing. Auto dub. Check it out. Well, here's your weekly reminder that the Monday Morning Mailbag is also available as a podcast. Simply get up to your favorite streaming service and search for Monday Morning Mailbag and more, Monday Morning Mailbag and more, and the Monday Morning Mailbag podcast, as well as our other podcast, Second Cup, will come right up. Both of those podcasts are available on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, YouTube, and now iHeartRadio. Hey, we also have a bit of a Meetup update for you here this morning, and it comes from viewer David Dart. And David writes, Mark, good morning. Yet another wonderful 3MB this morning. I watched the GTA Meetup segment. I was at the Meetup and took pictures. Unfortunately, the file I put them in got deleted somehow. Wow, you know what? That is my nightmare, David. Whenever I go to the Maggard Meetup or the Ohio Wet Shavers Meetup, I take my phone camera with me and I'm shooting video and pictures and that sort of thing. And my nightmare is when I arrive home to edit everything together, it's all gone. And I don't know what might have happened to your photos, but here's something that happened to me. So check this. I was doing a video review of a wet shaving product. I can't remember which one, but my camera that I used was low on battery power, and it got so low that it doesn't use the current date and timestamp. So as I was looking for the files to transfer them over to my computer for editing, I couldn't find them because I was looking for the current date and timestamp, that day that I had recorded that video. And I thought to myself, what happened? Did I accidentally delete these files? Well, a quick search on AI revealed the cause. The battery gets so low that it cannot maintain the date and timestamp, so it just reverts it to the default date and timestamp when you buy the camera, which is like January 1st, 2000 or something like that. So sure enough, I went to the very top of all these files that I had on my storage card, and there were the files of the review. And boy, I was so relieved. So maybe something like that happened. So check all your files and look for something that might not be labeled on the current date and time. And maybe something happened with your battery or something like that, a little hiccup, and maybe the date and timestamps were renamed to a default date and time. Give that a look and see what happens. I sure hope you find those. And if you do find them, you're able to recover them, send them in. We'll share them with all the viewers out there. He continues here. That being said, I took some pictures of my haul from the Meetup. I picked up 2 soap and splash sets and a new SE razor. I got First Canadian Shave Reserve number 17 soap and splash sets. It's a beautiful barbershop scent with bergamot and lemon added. I also picked up the Razor Emporium Red, White, and Rugged. It is based on Avon Wild Country, a fantastic scent. The razor I bought is the new Aylesworth Atelier, and that is spelled Atelier. I believe I got that pronunciation correct. Atelier. The razor I bought is the new Aylesworth Atelier SE razor, because if you have tried one razor, you want to try them all, laugh out loud. It's an amazing razor that is as good as my Blackland Vector razor, if not better. Truly amazing products. I hope to see you at the next GTA Meetup. Have a great day. And that's from David Dart. David, thanks so much for sharing all those great products from the GTA Meetup with all the viewers out there. And that razor looks gorgeous. I told David to please share a review with us. I believe I have it. We'll share it with you in an upcoming Monday morning mailbag. David, thanks again very, very much. Well, this morning we have a giveaway update for you. As you know, we recently selected winners in a giveaway we called A Summer of Vintage Gillette Shaving. 4 classic razors, 4 winners, 1 unforgettable summer. And we heard from our first prize winner, the Deacon Shaves. He won that beautiful pre-World War II Gillette Fat Handle Tech razor. He sent along this photo and he wrote, "Hi, Mark. I wanted to drop you a note and say thank you to you and Mr. Anonymous for the beautiful razor. I'll be posting a shave of the day video of it in use when I'm up to filming again, hopefully soon. I'm slowly learning that this healing and recovery thing is a marathon and not a sprint. Thank you again, Eugene Wolfarth, the Deacon Shaves." Eugene, thank you so much for sending along that note and the photo, letting us know that you received the prize in good shape. And please take your time, heal up. So glad that you are slowly healing and feeling better every single day. And we look forward to seeing that video of that beautiful vintage Gillette razor in action. So when you get that recorded at your convenience, please send it along to the Monday Morning Mailbag and we'll share it with all the viewers out there. Until then, relax, heal up, and take it one step at a time. It's a marathon and not a sprint. But thank you so much for letting us know that you received the razor in good shape. Appreciate the email and the photo. Get well soon, heal up. Thanks again, Eugene. Really do appreciate that. Now, second prize was that beautiful red tip super speed, and it was won by Ron Raymond-D7F. We have not heard from Ron Raymond at the time I am recording this, so technically it's forfeited. On the next Monday Morning Mailbag, the July 6th Monday Morning Mailbag, we'll make an announcement about how we're going to go about selecting a new winner. Now, Ron gave you a little bit of a grace period, but if for some reason you're watching this and you contact me, I'll let you get under the wire to claim that razor, because I know life happens. But if I don't hear from you by the time I record the July 6th, 2026 Monday Morning Mailbag, it's going to be forfeited. And we'll let everyone know how we're going to go about selecting a new winner for that red tip super speed. So Ron Raymond, again, this is the 11th hour. Sure hope I hear from you. Technically it's forfeited, but you know what? I'll give you a little more of a grace period. But, July 6th, we're going to make an announcement one way or the other. So that's the updates this morning on the giveaways. Congratulations again to the Deacon Shaves. So glad you received the razor. Thanks very much for contacting us. Heal up, and looking forward to seeing that shave with that razor. But again, at your convenience, and take your time recovering, heal up. And Ron Raymond, hey, drop us a line if you're watching this. Drop us a line, Ron Raymond. We're giving you the 11th hour option here. Hope to hear from you. But on July 6th, we're going to let folks know one way or the other how we're going to proceed in awarding that red tip super speed. Either Ron's going to contact us or we're going to give instructions on how we're going to select a new winner. So that's this morning's giveaway update. Stay tuned. Well, what do you know? Coffee's getting low, that time of the show. Let's go back for a refill. Well, hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. I hope you went back for a refill. I sure did. Hang on, let me get another sip here. Boy, that is a really good cup of coffee. Once more, Kirkland Summit Roast in the Keurig cup. Right there, look at that. Boy, I like how that focused in really very, very quickly. Didn't have to worry about doing an edit there. That's great. Yeah, organic medium roast coffee. Really, really terrific. And we're enjoying it in our Bean to Bean coffee mug, courtesy of viewer William Meredith. William, thank you very, very much. Bean to Bean is located in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And of course, 4th of July, Independence Day coming up this Saturday. And of course, the Declaration of Independence was signed in Independence Hall in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So that's why we're using a Philly coffee mug from a Philly coffee company. One more sip, hang on. And before I forget, we're using the official coffee coaster of the Monday Morning Mailbag from Andy Kaiser and soapspoon.com. We got this at the Maggard Meetup. When was that? April 25th, 2026. How about that? It's back in April. Man, it seems like it was like last weekend we were at the meetup. Yeah, so a big thank you to Andy Kaiser for that. Really do appreciate it. The official coffee coaster of the morning, the official coffee coaster of the Monday Morning Mailbag. How are you this morning? I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me. And how's the coffee you're drinking this morning? Is it healthy? Well, check out the Black Coffee Life, Mantic 59's website, where he talks about all the health benefits of drinking black coffee. And also check out the Lockhorns. Someday we'll look back on this and quickly change the subject. A terrific hardcover collection of great Lockhorns cartoons. And there's still plenty a year left to enjoy the Lockhorns 2026 Laugh-A-Day calendar. Both of those by my good friends Bunny Host and John Reiner. And we will have those Amazon links below. One more sip. Hang on. Oh yeah, that is terrific. Hey, let's get to some of these refill comments here. My thanks to everyone who sent in a comment, and really do appreciate that. We got this from viewer Jameson Weeks 2420, and he left a really very, very nice comment. And he wrote, "You deserve more recognition. I love your personality. There's not a lot of people like you in this world." And Beth Jones wrote, "I agree." Thank you both very, very much for the kind words. I really, really do appreciate that. It makes doing the channel, doing the show and the reviews and everything very, very fulfilling to hear that. Thank you both very, very much. I really, really do appreciate that. It's just, and again, the viewers make this show. They make this channel and they make this show. And it's nice to get some kind words of feedback. But again, without the viewers out there, we wouldn't have a Monday Morning Mailbag, and we certainly wouldn't have the reviews and other things that we do here on the channel. The viewers make this channel, and to receive some kind words of recognition like that, makes my day. Thank you very, very much. But again, first and foremost, my thanks to all the viewers out there for contributing so much to make this channel possible. Thank you very, very much. So thanks again to Jameson Weeks 2420 and to Beth Jones. Thank you both very, very much. This comes from David Altschuler. He is the founder and owner of Brousseau and Dove. We featured that beautiful lathering bowl that he offers. And he writes, "Hi, Mark. Thank you so much for the wonderful reception and introduction. So glad you like what we've done. Please feel free to reach out anytime." Well, we're going to show that to you again right here. This is the Brousseau and Dove lathering bowl that we talked about last week. We are going to get a review done on it. Check this out. We selected this artwork design because it's the 250th anniversary of the United States of America. Check it out right there. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? This is the Stars and Stripes lathering bowl. It is so well made. It's a work of art, and everything was thought out. I mean, there's just down to the down to the finest detail. This was created and thought out and planned so well. And even the packaging, I forgot to mention the packaging. You do not want to throw away this packaging because it is perfectly padded so you can store your lathering bowl as well. Just put it in there like that. And again, perfectly padded like that, padded on the top, and then you can just like that. So if you want to store it in your shaving den, kind of out of the way when you don't have it on display, you have a really, really nice protective case here. Really, really terrific. Again, everything was so well thought out in creating these lathering bowls. Check out last week's Monday Morning Mailbag for a rundown on this shaving bowl, and also we're going to be getting a review done on it. Looking forward to the first lather with this. So my thanks to David Altschuler, the founder and owner of Brousseau and Dove, for very kindly and very, very generously sending this along to the channel and allowing me to share it with all the viewers. And David, I hope I pronounced your name correctly in previous videos. It's David Altschuler. So, David, thank you again very, very much. Really do appreciate that. This comes from Jason NY 2006. Mark Zerati, wow, so many great tips and topics on today's 3MB. Mark, I love that Brousseau and Dove lather breakdown and was amazed by that coffee filter tip. Mom says hi as usual, and God bless you, Mark. Thanks very much, Jason. Tell your mom I said hi. And yeah, check out the breakdown of this lathering bowl, last week's Monday Morning Mailbag. It really is such a well thought out creation. It really is terrific. Absolutely love this bowl. I am so looking forward to doing the first lather with it. Yeah, really, I'm going to record that first lather with it as well. And yeah, just absolutely terrific. Jason, thank you again. And hi to your mom once more. Really do appreciate that. Andrew Witt, 7090 writes, hi, Mark. I happen to own all of the Brousseau and Dove bowls. David wrote me and told me that I was the first or one of the first that have all of them. They are wonderful bowls. I have never had a bad lather with them. The depth of the bowl is perfect. My brushes do not clink against the edges when I whip up my lather. I highly recommend these bowls, top notch in my opinion. In fact, these are the only bowls I use anymore when I shave. How about that, huh? Wow. Andrew, thank you so much for confirming everything we talked about last week and for the great endorsement of the Brousseau and Dove lathering bowl. Thank you again very, very much. We got this from David Dart. And this was an email that he sent to us. The subject heading was Lather Bowl. Mark, good morning, sir. Your new lather bowl is absolutely gorgeous. The Stars and Stripes theme is wonderful. The gold stripe at the top and bottom add real class to the bowl. The artwork reminds me of Tattoo Flash. Tattoo Flash is artwork onto itself, and some people collect it. A very beautiful bowl, perfect for America's 250th anniversary. And happy anniversary from Up Over. David, thank you very, very much for that. Really do appreciate that. Yeah, when I saw the design, we're going to show it to you one more time. One more time, I'm going to show it to you. We'll show it to you right here because I'm being careful with it. When I saw this Stars and Stripes design, yeah, that's the one that made perfect sense for showing on the Monday Morning Mailbag because it marks the time because we'll know that we got this. We received this very generously from David Altschuler during the 250th anniversary of the United States of America. And again, just an absolutely beautiful bowl, gold highlights on the top and on the bottom, and just feels great in the hand. Also has a nice, here I'm going to show it to you right like this, a nice raised pattern in there for building and developing a lather. Yeah, and again, the packaging, everything so well thought out. So David, thank you again. David Dart, thank you again for the kind words regarding the bowl, and thanks for the good wishes on America's 250th anniversary. Really do appreciate that. This comes from Glory on High 777, and he writes, Art of Manliness is the page that turned me on to wet shaving as well. Yeah, that was David Grossman last week in the Monday Morning Mailbag. He talked about the Art of Manliness website and how he learned about the traditional wet shave from that website and that page. And some others out there, like Glory on High 777, also credit that website to introducing them to the traditional wet shave. We'll link it below so you can check it out. Some great information up there. Glory on High 777, thanks very much for that. Beth Jones checked in and she writes, "Thanks so much for the mention, Mark. Henson is a Canadian razor company and they have produced a beautiful razor. I have indeed used Taylor of Old Bond Street cedarwood, and the fragrance is just wonderful. Masculine and multi-layered fragrance that intensifies with agitation and well worth the cost. Another of my favorite shaving creams is Castle Forbes 1445. Thick, rich, and a nickel size is all that is needed for the average wet shaver. With agitation, a dense, thick, plushy lather with loads of slickness. Well worth the money. Both of these shave creams last a very long time." And that's from Beth Jones. And a big thank you to Beth Jones because she sent Castle Forbes 1445 to the channel. There it is right there. Check that out. Let's see, focus in. Yeah, 1445 all the way from Scotland. Yeah, this is terrific. This is a great scent, and we shaved with it just the other day. It's terrific, and Beth is correct. You just need a little bit. And they put this little piece of tissue paper on top of there, just a really nice touch. And this is a marvelous, marvelous scent. Beth, thank you very, very much. We're going to pull this out again for an upcoming review or two because this is really, really terrific stuff. Like this one a lot. So a big, big thank you to Beth Jones for very kindly and generously sending this along to the channel and allowing me to share with all the viewers out there. Castle Forbes 1445, an unbelievable scent and wonderful, wonderful performance, just like Beth points out there. Beth, thank you again very, very much for the comment, and thank you very much for the 1445. Really do appreciate that. Brian McCarthy, 1322, writes, "Hello, Mark. Hope all is well with you. Going to give my 2 cents on Taylor of Old Bond Street. Sandalwood was one of the first shave soaps I tried. The sandalwood just smelled clean like any other soap. Nothing special or exciting. The performance of the product was excellent, but the scent was boring to me. For fun, Google about sandalwood as a scent, and you will find that it's an ingredient in 50% of perfumes, soaps, candles, and lotions. So there you have it. Put this on in the morning, ride in an elevator with strangers, and their noses will tell them you just had a bath or a shower, not a shave. I tried the cedarwood and preferred it to sandalwood. My nose was happier, and the little plant thingy on the lid looks like an elk hair caddis fly fishing lure to me. Fly fishing, another British contribution to a gentleman's amusement. In all, I have tried 5 different Taylor of Old Bond Street creams. My favorite, hands down, is tobacco. No, it does not smell like an old man having a cigarette at the dining table. The scent is a delight for one's nose. I like it so much that I immediately ordered a second tub, their luxury aftershave, the post-shave balm, and their roll-on deodorant. Taylor of Old Bond Street tobacco is one of those few scents that got a favorable, unsolicited opinion from the missus. She still refers to my colognes and other scents as slick 'em and smell 'ems. Reminds me of the Beverly Hillbillies, but I digress. Give it a try sometime and let me know what you think. Brian, thanks so much for the breakdown on these scents from Taylor of Old Bond Street. Thanks for the recommendations. Really do appreciate it. We received this from viewer Bill Murphy, and he writes, "Great show, Mark. I love the upcoming giveaway brushes. The Coffeehouse soap and aftershave is outstanding. and I hope you have some on the way, as I know you are a great coffee lover. Golden Veil from Salve Oak is on the way. Those porcelain shave bowls are beautiful. Have a wonderful week. Yeah, Salve Oak is a new artisan that Bill Murphy introduced us to, and we were in contact with Heather and also DJ, the owners and founders of Salve Oak. And yes, they very kindly and generously sent along some shave soap and aftershave that we will be sharing on upcoming Monday Morning Mailbag. So stay tuned for that. And I agree, Bill, the lather bowl, really, really top notch. Absolutely wonderful. Thanks very much for that, Bill. Really do appreciate that. And a big thank you to Bill Murphy for putting us in contact with the folks at Salve Oak. Bill, thank you again very, very much. This comes from Indie Shaver. This is David Lair of Indie Brushworks, and he writes, "So glad the razor got to you safely. The reviews I saw for that razor said it is mild, which I know you usually prefer, so hopefully it works well for you. Enjoy." Yeah, boy, this is the beautiful spalted maple razor that David very, very generously sent to the channel. And he also gifted the channel the spalted maple shaving brush that we've been using, and also the razor stand. All three of these made from the same piece of spalted maple wood. And this is a calorie double open comb razor head. And it is mild. It is R89 territory mild. And we just did a review of it. I believe it aired this past Friday. And yeah, very, very mild. But was that review, I think, 5 days worth of beard growth, and we used this? And we had a really nice shave with it. Definitely a daily driver for me because I do prefer mild razors. And this is a good one. If you want to up the efficiency, get a blade that's a little sharper, like a feather or like a Mula razor blade, the same kind of blade you would put in an R89. Put it in this razor head here. Yeah, this was a terrific, terrific shave. I really, really enjoyed it. And again, the handle is shaped in such a way. Let's see if we can show that to you. Well, you know what? We'll put it on screen. Now, the shape of the handle is made in such a way that it fits so naturally in the hand. It really fits so wonderfully in the hand, very much like the handle on the spalted maple shaving brush. Yeah, both of these just shaped to accommodate the natural grip of the hand. So yeah, this was terrific, and it's definitely a razor that we will be using again and again and again. So thank you very, very much, David. Really do appreciate it. And check out Indie Brushworks, the Etsy storefront of David Lair's Artisan Works. Really, really talented artisan. David, thank you again very, very much. We'll link Indie Brushworks below. So thanks again, David. Really do appreciate that. This comes from Charles K. 6814, and he writes, "Bravo, Mark, and greetings from Tennessee. What a terrific show this week. By the way, let's all extend a big welcome to Mr. Grossman up and over, who has apparently joined the channel just recently. His discussion of bar soaps and fragrances brought to mind a soap that I have been using for about 10 years, Shea Moisture African Black Soap with oats, aloe, and vitamin E. Easily found on Amazon, this hefty 8-ounce bar sells for $6.28. Originally formulated for persons and gentlemen of color, it has a much wider audience and customer base because of its fine additional oils and ingredients. I use it as a facial soap, usually twice each day, has very nice scent notes, and as a pre-shave face wash, it is just excellent. Have also used it as a full body shower soap. I began using this at or about the time that I purchased a bevel safety razor with a brass weighted handle, also originally designed for gentlemen of color because of its modest aggression and accompanying efficiency. For reference purposes, Gillette, Procter & Gamble purchased the Bevel brand in 2018. It too likely realized that the razor has a wider appeal, just as I find that Shea Moisture African Black Soap is also appreciated by a wider audience in much the same way. In short, it works for all of us regardless of skin color, sensitivity, ethnic background, etc. Perhaps some of your fellow subscribers also have some feeling for this and will share a comment. Fellow subscriber Beth Jones' review might be very helpful. As always, a fine show for sure, with compliments, thanks, and kindest personal regards, Charles K. Charles, thanks very, very much for that. That's a great sounding soap. We're going to find the link on Amazon and we'll link it below so folks can check it out. And yeah, we have reviewed the Bevel Razor. Nate Jackson very, very kindly sent one to the channel. It's an outstanding razor, and I agree with you. It's right there in the mild category and a lower aggression, and does a great job of delivering a terrific shave. It's a great daily driver for me, and another razor we're going to have to bring out and use again when we review some different shave soaps and creams here on the channel. Charles, thanks very, very much for an outstanding comment. Really, really do appreciate it. This came from viewer Bart Buzz, and he writes, "Good morning, Mark. That was an interesting segment about antimicrobial treatment of shave brushes. I'd be curious to know if wet shavers have had any issues with their shave brushes developing odor or mold. For me, I have about a dozen brushes that I rotate. I have never had any unsanitary issues. Of course, it is essential to always thoroughly rinse and properly dry the brushes." Hey, Bart, thanks very much for this comment. This is in regards to this shaving brush that viewer David Trinks sent to the channel. We showed this last week, and this is an antimicrobial treatment to the brush to ward off any kind of odor, mold, that sort of thing. And of course, you can use that solution for other accessories in your shave den, for razors and that sort of thing, and around the house, in the shower, and on counters, and all that other stuff. We broke it down last week, so check out last week's Monday Morning Mailbag. But we're going to be doing a review of the shaving brush, and it seems to me that the antimicrobial treatment, not only good for synthetic brushes, which is what this is, but probably very, very good for natural hair brushes as well. So is anybody else out there treating their natural hair brushes or synthetic brushes with an antimicrobial agent that we talked about last week? Please comment below and let us know. And again, a big thank you to David Trinks for sending along the brush and introducing everyone to this process on how to keep your brushes odor and mold free in the shave den. Thanks again for the comment, Bart. Really do appreciate it. And that wraps up this week's refill segment. My thanks to everyone who contributed. Really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Okay, let's check out some new wet shaving gear. Well, we gave you a sneak peek last week. Here it is again with the entire write-up and information. It's dropping this weekend, the 4th of July weekend. Electro High Shine from Phoenix Shaving. My thanks to Doug, Fran, Huxley, Cube, and everyone at Team Phoenix Shaving for very kindly and generously sending this one along to the channel and allowing me to share with all the viewers out there. Here's what they have to say about it. Introducing Electro High Shine, our tribute to the legendary Chrome by Azzaro, one of the most recognizable fresh fragrances ever created and easily one of the most requested scents we've been asked to tackle over the years. Here's the scent profile. Top notes are citrus, rosemary, bergamot, neroli, and pineapple. Heart notes are jasmine, oak moss, cyclamen, and coriander. Base notes are musk, cedar, sandalwood, cardamom, Brazilian rosewood, and tonka bean. Doug continues here. When Azzaro Chrome launched in 1996, it was positioned around memories, transmission between generations, and the relationship between a father and son. The goal was to evoke freedom, optimism, happiness, and shared moments rather than seduction or nightlife, which was kind of refreshing. And for those reasons, I originally wanted to drop this stuff before Father's Day, but alas, this was not to be. Long story. But back to my tale. Originally launched in 1996, Chrome drew inspiration from the sun-drenched Mediterranean and the timeless bond between father and son. Clean, optimistic, and effortlessly wearable, it became a signature scent for an entire generation and remains a benchmark for fresh masculine fragrances to this day. So we set out on a mission to recreate the bright, invigorating character that made the original unforgettable. The scent laboratory hummed with activity, instruments flickered, calculations were made, snacks were had, Cube made coffee, the usual. The result is Electro High Shine. A brilliant surge of lemon, bergamot, neroli, rosemary, and pineapple sparks the senses from the first splash. Bright, energetic, and instantly uplifting. At its heart, jasmine, cyclamen, coriander, and oak moss provide balance and refinement, adding depth without sacrificing the fragrance's signature freshness. As the scent settles, musk, cedar, sandalwood, tonka bean, cardamom, and Brazilian rosewood create a smooth masculine foundation that lingers comfortably throughout the day. For real. Whether you're heading off to the daily grind, out for the evening, or simply looking for that perfect everyday epic scent, Electro High Shine delivers the kind of clean, timeless confidence that will make even people with neck injuries' heads turn. Ouch, right? So join me while I throw the switch and experience a classic reborn. This is terrific. This really is. I got the holographic label. You can see it playing off the light there. This is terrific. I love the label art too. And this is a clean, confident scent with some energy there. Oh yeah. That's great. Yeah, you get all those top scents right away. You get the lemon and the bergamot, the neroli. Yeah, that's what they said right here. A brilliant surge of lemon, bergamot, neroli. Yeah, it's right there on top. Oh, this is marvelous. This is going to be great. And again, this fits in with just everything. I mean, it's an everyday kind of scent. It's great for an evening night out, going to the ballpark. And it's going to be a year-round scent as well. That's what's so nice about it. It's going to fit in any situation, any time of the day, any kind of event that you're going to work every day. Yeah, this is a terrific scent. And again, just absolutely wonderful. And what a great time to launch it right around the 4th of July because, Douglas mentioned fathers and sons. Well, our big thing when I was growing up, fathers and sons, my dad and the 5 boys in the family, fireworks. We all got together for fireworks. That was such a highlight. I have the best memories enjoying fireworks displays with my dad. He loved them, and that was the kind of bond that we had during the 4th of July. So I'm sure a lot of folks out there, a lot of wet shavers out there, will remember those 4th of July moments with their dads. There's something there that kind of connects us on the 4th of July with the entire family watching fireworks. My father especially loved them, and I have great memories of that. So this is perfect for the 4th of July season. Launches this weekend, 4th of July. Check it out. From Phoenix Shaving, Electro High Shine. We'll have links below when they become available. Well, earlier in the show, viewer David Dart shared with us what he picked up at the GTA Meetup, and he follows up with a review. And he writes, Mark, good morning. At the recent GTA Meetup, I purchased a soap and splash set from the first Canadian soap company. It's called Reserve Number 17. I have never used their soap before, and I was quite happy with their product. It's a barbershop scent with bergamot and lemon added to the mix. It's a very nice scent, great for the summertime. It whipped up a rich, thick, and creamy lather with plenty of slickness and protection. I'd say the scent strength is a solid 6 out of 10. The splash is a bit stronger, but definitely not overpowering. I used my Mula R41 with a second-use Gillette Wilkinson sword blade. It all made for a very smooth and enjoyable shave. Have a great day. That's from David Dart. Folks, check out the first Canadian soap company, their Reserve Number 17 shave soap and splash. Sounds like a great scent, and also sounds like great performance. David, thanks very, very much. Well, Bill Murphy last week gave us a heads up on a brand new artisan on the wet shaving scene called Salve Oak. And he received his shave soap and aftershave splash and sent along this review. Mark, imagine going into your favorite coffee shop and taking in the aroma of fresh brewing coffee and fresh pastries. This is the scent you smell with the Coffeehouse shave soap and aftershave from Salve Oak. The scent is amazing. The soap made a quick, creamy, and slick lather. I got a fantastic, smooth, comfortable shave. The aftershave is soothing with a scent that stays with you but not overpowering. Here are the scent notes. Fresh coffee, cinnamon, nutmeg, warm pastries, sugarcane, tonka bean, strawberry, heliotrope, vanilla, cashmere woods, and soft spice. Next on my radar is their Golden Veil soap and aftershave. Here are the scent notes for that. Mandarin, grapefruit, lemon, peach, rhubarb, tropical fruit, rose, jasmine, pine, cedarwood, patchouli, vanilla, tonka, amberwood, musk, and soft spice. And Bill follows up with this. Mark, I asked them to send you a set to review. Hope you get some fantastic soap scents. Thanks, Bill Murphy. Well, we were in touch with Heather and DJ of Salve Oak. Those are on the way. Probably by the time this airs, we'll have them in our shave den and we'll break them down on an upcoming Monday Morning Mailbag, probably the next Monday Morning Mailbag. So we're really looking forward to that. Bill, thanks again for the great review on Salve Oak's Coffeehouse shave soap and aftershave splash. Really do appreciate it. We received this from viewer David Richland regarding Taylor of Old Bond Street, and he writes, "Hi Mark, I'd like to add my 2 cents to the Taylor of Old Bond Street shave creams. I first got the sandalwood shave cream several years ago. I remember that I enjoyed it, but I can't really remember exactly its performance. However, based on the performance of the ones I have now, I can't imagine it being anything other than great. I've been thinking of getting the sandalwood cream. However, I do have the Parasol sandalwood, and I enjoy that. So for now, I'm going to hold off. As you can see, I added a photo of the 4 tubs that I have. Also, I Googled the scent notes on each one of them. For me and my nose, I will say that the tobacco leaf is the sweetest scent. The cedarwood is a bit more spicy. The Royal Forest is a very fresh scent. And for me, the oud is very strong and spicy. All of them are a joy to shave with. I also like the simplicity and consistency of the graphics. Happily, they're all available on Amazon. So I definitely encourage you to explore the offerings at Taylor of Old Bond Street. And let's face it, they've been making these shaving products since 1854, so they obviously know what they're doing. That's from Dave Richland. And again, he sent along the scent profiles for each one. We'll break them down for you right now. Tobacco shave cream, instead of a heavy, smoky pipe tobacco, this fragrance captures the light aroma of fresh tobacco leaves balanced by uplifting citrus notes. Top notes are bergamot, grapefruit, and fresh green leaves. Heart notes are tobacco leaves, lavender, geranium, and fern. Base notes are coffee, leather, and cedarwood oil. Wow, that sounds great. Here's the breakdown on the cedarwood shave cream that we've been talking about. Cedarwood shave cream features a deep, sophisticated, and masculine woody fragrance. Top notes are crisp pepper and sharp grapefruit. Heart notes are cedarwood and patchouli. Base notes are sensual musk, soft amber, and a hint of vetiver. Royal Forest is a fresh, fruity, and woody fragrance widely known as a gentlemanly homage to Creed Aventus. Top notes are bergamot, apple, black currant, and berries. Heart notes are jasmine, rose, birch, patchouli, and black pepper. Base notes are oak moss, ambergris, musk, and vanilla. And finally, oud shave cream. Oud shave cream features a luxurious, exotic, and warm fragrance. Top notes are bright, vibrant quince apple. Heart notes are spicy rose and saffron. Base notes are rich, resinous oud and dry amber. Wow, that is really terrific. David, thank you very much for the breakdown on these 4 great shaving creams from Taylor of Old Bond Street, along with their scent profiles. Really, really do appreciate it. Folks, give these Taylor of Old Bond Street shaving creams a look. They sound wonderful. David, thanks again very, very much. Well, in a previous Monday Morning Mailbag, last week I think it was, we talked about how Chris Beaudrab very kindly and generously sent to the channel these beautiful artisan, handmade by Chris himself, shave brush handles. These are absolutely beautiful, and we were trying to decide which one was the 28 millimeter and which one was the 26 millimeter. I took my best guess on that. I think I said that this was the 28 and this was a 26. Well, I'm not sure, but you know what? Now I will be certain. Why? Because viewer David Trinks very kindly and generously sent along to the channel something you'll want to have in your shave den as well. Digital calipers. There they are right there. Check that out, huh? How about that? Digital calipers, so now you can measure the size of the hole in your shave brush handle, the size of your shave brush knot, the length of your razor, that sort of thing, using digital technology. And the front panel, you can see it right there. Get a screenshot of that, okay? It says here, metric or imperial dual reading, extra large display screen, hardened stainless steel, 4 measurement functions, fine adjustment roller, complete with storage case and battery. Yeah, all there, right there in this beautiful package. We're going to go ahead and open that up for you. We have not installed the batteries yet. I want to show it to you brand new in the case. We'll link this below. We're going to find it on Amazon, or we'll just link a bunch of different digital calipers on Amazon so you can select the one that you want. But this one has instructions like that, and you probably just heard the little screwdriver that fell out. That's probably for installing the battery. And they give you a couple of batteries right here. And here are the digital calipers. I have not unwrapped this just yet. I want to show it to you right there. Look at that. Isn't that great? Wow. And these have a lot of nice weight to them. And I am really looking forward to using these and finding out what size hole we have on this beautiful Chris Beaudrab artisan-made shave brush handle, and what size hole we have on this beautiful artisan-made Chris Beaudrab shave brush handle. Yeah, from CB Works right there. There is the coin right there. Yeah, absolutely wonderful. So a big thank you to David Trinks for very kindly and generously sending along to the channel these wonderful digital calipers with the case, with the battery, with instructions, with a screwdriver to allow you to open them up and get everything adjusted in there and get the battery installed, all that other good stuff. So really looking forward to using these and measuring everything in the shave den. So whenever we get something in the shave den that we're going to be discussing with you, we'll have all the accurate measurements for you to share with you, so you know exactly how long a razor handle is, how wide or of an opening is on an artisan-made brush handle, the size of a shaved brush knot, that sort of thing. So these absolutely beautiful digital calipers that came courtesy of viewer David Trinks. David, thank you again very much. Folks, we'll have a link below where you can get digital calipers on Amazon. David, thanks again very much. Well, this morning we have some new razor blades to share with you. These came into the Shave Den courtesy of viewer David Trinks. David, thank you again very much. A few of these we have used for reviews on the channel before. They're worth mentioning again. Maybe you've used them. If you have, please comment below. These are all terrific. David, again, thank you very much. First up, Rex Supply Platinum Razor Blades. Boy, these are great. We like these a lot. Wonderful razor blade. Also, this one is one that we've used in the past, early on in our wet shaving journey. Haven't used them for quite some time, but really a terrific terrific, terrific razor blade. Dorco Prime razor blades. Boy, these are great. David, thank you for sending these along. A great reminder to use these for upcoming shave reviews. Like these a lot. They have a wonderful thinness and sharpness to them. Yeah, really, really terrific. And this one that we've used in the past, but again, not often enough. These are terrific. Willys. Boy, these are really, really good, surprisingly good. These usually come, if I recall correctly, these usually are included with pearl razors. And correct me if I'm wrong, I think they're included with pearl razors. So that's how I think we've come across these before. They are terrific. David, thank you again for sending these along. But David also included some razor blades that are new to the Shaving Den. I've never seen these before, but please comment below and let us know if you've used these and what your experience has been with each of these razor blades. First up is T-Jacks. Have never heard of these before. I don't know what this is all about. I like the label art. It's very inviting. It looks terrific, but I've never heard of this one before. T-Jacks. Really, really interested in trying this one. Next up, we've been talking about Tret razor blades. Here's the Tret DuraSharp. Boy, these look interesting. I've never used a Tret DuraSharp. We've used the Tret blades before, and we've been discussing them, but the DuraSharp is one particular instance of the Tret brand that we have never used in the Shave Den before, so looking forward to trying these out. Here is something interesting, Weishi or Weishi. We've used their razors before. If you use the Vanderhagen Twist to Open razor, that's a Weishi razor, a clone with the Vanderhagen stamp on it, brand stamp on it. And here is a Weishi blade. I don't think we've ever used these before. Maybe early on we came across these, but I can't recall using these before. Weishi. So we're going to use these. Maybe we'll use them in a Vanderhagen razor. Maybe we'll use them in some of the Weishi razors that we have. So, David, thanks very much for sending that along. Here's a brand of razor blade we've used before, but this one is a particular type of blade in the brand lineup that we've not used before. Lord Super. We've used the Lord razor blades before, but I don't think we've used the Lord Super before. If you've used this, let us know what you think of them. Not entirely sure the configuration of these, so to speak, but looks really interesting. Again, the label art, very, very inviting. Kind of invokes sharpness with that sword right there, huh? Doesn't it? Lord Super, and the name Super itself kind of lends itself to this is going to be a sharp razor blade, that sort of thing. So there it is right there. Lord Super. Looking forward to using that one. And last, this is one I've heard of before, but I've never used them. At least I can't recall using these before. Crown Platinum, right there. Crown Platinum. Have you used these before? These look very interesting. So those are all the new razor blades that we have in the Shave Den that we'll be using in upcoming reviews and talking about them on the Monday Morning Mailbag. If you've had any experience with any of these blades, please comment below and let us know. Again, a big thank you to David Trinks for sending these along to the channel and allowing me to share these with all the viewers out there and possibly introduce these razor blades to folks who have never heard of them. I have not heard of T-Jacks, for instance. Have never heard of these before, so really, really curious about these. So, David, thanks again very, very much. And that wraps up this week's look at new wet shaving gear. My thanks to everyone who contributed. Really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Okay, let's check out some of these questions and comments. Viewer Al Spencer sent this along because he won third prize in the giveaway we called A Summer of Vintage Gillette Shaving, and third prize was a beautiful vintage Gillette Super Speed razor, and he wanted to do a comparison shave, and he sent in the following. Mark, today I did the comparison shave between my two vintage razors. the 1960 Super Speed, and 1961 Slim on setting 5. I used Tube 2.0 for pre-shave and Arion & Evans Signature Shave Soap. I loaded both razors with the new Persona Gem blade. What I noticed was the Super Speed seemed to be a bit more aggressive and rougher than the Slim on setting 5. The Slim seemed a little smoother and just easier to use. Side note, I had a small nick on my chin from the Super Speed. Overall, after 3 passes, 30 degrees, a light touch, and letting the Gillettes do all the work, the shave was BBS, but I did experience number 2 alum zing on cheeks and chin with number 3 alum zing on my neck. It all turned out smooth and comfortable after applying Thayer's Cucumber Facial Toner and Sterling's unscented post-shave balm. I love relaxing afternoon shaves. Thanks again for the giveaway and your commitment to the shave community. And that's from Al Spencer, a follow-up on that beautiful Super Speed that he won in the Summer of Vintage Gillette Shaving giveaway, comparing it side by side with his 1961 Slim. Al, thanks again for the comparison shave. Really do appreciate it. Well, on previous Monday morning mailbags, we've been discussing Tret razor blades. And as you know, we also mentioned Tret DuraSharp razor blades this morning. These came courtesy of viewer David Trinks. David, thank you again very, very much. Anyhow, we received some follow-up information from viewers Andrew Witt and Roderick McLeod. Now, Andrew wrote the following. Hi, Mark. Tret DE blades started sometime in the 1950s. A little poking around the interwebs, and my copy of A Safety Razor Compendium book indicates that it started as a joint venture with the American Safety Razor Corporation in Pakistan. I actually lived in Pakistan and India for a few years in the mid-late 1990s for work. Tret was one of the very first DE razor blades I used, being so close to where they were produced when I began traditional wet shaving some 30 years ago. I was using cartridge razors then, and the cartridges were very difficult to find there, and necessity enticed me in using DE razors and straight razors. I'm glad I did so. I have never regretted the transition. Wow, what a neat way of being introduced to the traditional wet shave through Tret razor blades, and also the necessity of not being able to get cartridge razors, but you got plenty of Tret razor blades, and you just transitioned over to a safety razor. That is fascinating. Andrew, thank you for the background information. Really do appreciate that. Roderick McLeod wrote, Mark, Tret began as a joint venture with American Safety Razor in the early 1950s, shortly after the partition of Pakistan and India. American Safety Razor distributed Tret blades in the USA. Speaking of American Safety Razor, it's a long series of corporate buyouts and spin-offs, and Roderick also provided some links that give that history. We'll provide those links below. Anyway, Tret. And he has some links there on the history and that sort of thing, and we'll provide those below. Personally, I'm not a big fan of their Black Beauty carbon steel blades. I've tried a few of their other blades, which I thought were just meh, but I really like the Tret Platinum blades. As a bonus, they are insanely inexpensive. 200 Tret Platinum blades for $12.50 on Amazon. Wow, we're going to get that link. They're also available as pre-cut half DE blades for shavettes and razors like the Leaf. And that's from Roderick McLeod. Roderick, a lot of great information. And again, folks, we're going to give you those links where you can get additional information on American Safety Razor Company and Tret razor blades and their history. But yeah, I agree with you. The Tret Platinum blades, what a great price. 200 at $12.50. My gosh, again, we'll dig up that link on Amazon. My gosh, that is absolutely fantastic. Andrew and Roderick, gentlemen, thanks again for all the great information on Tret razor blades. Really do appreciate it. Well, it's summertime here in the northern hemisphere of the globe, and it's also the 4th of July weekend this coming weekend, and that means a lot of summer fun, including summer travel. And viewer Johnny Logsdon, who introduced us to the Coca-Cola camp stove, sent along this follow-up on how to make one and along with these photos. And he writes, I make my little camp stove out of Coca-Cola cans. It actually takes 3 cans to build one. You need a drill or even just a thumbtack to poke the burner holes and a razor blade to cut around the top of the can for the main opening. Inside, there's a little inner wall, and you want to cut 2 small openings at the bottom of that wall, one on each side, so the fuel and air can move through. When you put it all together, there are only 3 parts: the bottom, the inner wall, and the top with the holes. And that's it. A neat little DIY camp stove from 3 soda cans. Pretty clever. Hey, Johnny, thanks very much for sending that along. Really do appreciate it. Hey, with summer travel and camping, this might come in handy for some of the wet shaving viewers out there. Let us know if you use this. And Johnny, thanks again very much for sending along. Really do appreciate it. And that wraps up another Monday Morning Mailbag. Thanks so much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Please share, please subscribe, please like. Hit that bell so it'll give you a yell the next time I upload a video. Comment below. Let me know. Check out my Amazon product page at amazon.com/shop/Mark Zarady, where you'll find all the Amazon listed products that I review in this channel, organized and categorized so you can find everything in a snap very easily. I'll leave you with this laugh. Hey, we have another double take cartoon puzzle this week. Try to find the differences between the 2 cartoon panels. If you need more time, just pause the video or try to find all the differences before time runs out. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. From the 3MB, where every shave tells a story, make it a great week.